Hi there, I'm Marianne Cantwell. I'm the author of Be a Free Range Human. And I'm here today with a couple of tips that people don't normally tell you, but that are super important to creating something on your own terms. So if you've ever thought about quitting your job, doing your own thing, setting the rules, listen in. The first one is that the perfect fit career or business is not found, it is created. So if you are Googling late at night trying to find that perfect answer and nothing 100% fits, you're not alone. But the good news is, in 10 years of doing this work, that is not how people find their thing. Instead, people find something that is a close fit, that is 90% of the way there, and then they tweak that extra 10 or 20%. They break the rules of how it's normally done so it fits them. So say an introvert who loves an idea but says, oh, everyone in that field is so out there and extroverted and networking. That's just not me. We get really creative about how they can get the same results by being them in a more one-on-one measured way. And there are so many factors to this. If you want to be location independent, for example, if you want more time, whatever it is you want, we create that. We don't go out there and look for it. Number two is your difference is your edge. Now, if you have come from the job world or even the traditional business world, this is the opposite of how we're told to act. I know when I was in the job world, I had a sense that I had to leave a piece of myself at the door every day to get paid, right? Well, in free range land, that doesn't work. If you go down that route of hiding your differences, you end up being middle of the road, not understanding why you can't stand out. And in fact, what we find is it's the people who double down on their differences. So say it's the extroverted, bubbly one who went into a serious field and said, instead of pretending not to be me, I'm going to bring this out in a more mainstream way by talking as the person I am. They're the one who ends up shining, or the other way around. There are so many ways to cut this, but tip number two is that your difference is your edge. Your weirdness, in fact, can be your edge. Number three is a simple one. Take action. Now, I know you've heard this before, so I'm going to assure you, I'm going to give you a different spin on this. You see, if you're like me, you might be a bit of a perfectionist and you want to get everything right before you start, right? Well, what I've learned over time is that before you start is the time that you will have the least amount of good information. No matter how good a researcher you are, no matter how many people you talk to, nothing substitutes from on the ground action. So the way we do it is to run free range projects. And that's where you take the kernel of your idea and you find a way of bringing it to life in 2 or 3 weeks. So in my book, I give the example of someone who wants to run a public speaking empire where they help people get more confident at speaking all around the world. But instead of building out some big website or system, they get 3 or 4 people and they run a workshop for them. And then they might run a 3-week course for them, but they do it from today with what they have. That way they get better feedback. They know what their people really need, which is often different to what we think they need. And on top of that, you learn what you love to do the most. So that's tip number 3, take action. If you would like more of this, you can check out Be a Free Range Human. You can see it at your local bookstores, on Amazon, or you can go to beafreerangehuman.com. See you later.